My name is Joan Broerman. My husband Neil died on December 3rd, 2013, 35 years and 100 days after we met. Each day was a gift. When we met, we were single parents with custody of our children. When we married, we merged into a family of 7 children, which now includes 7 grandchildren and 6 great-grandchildren. Shortly after Neil died, I joined a grief support group. It was made up of spouses of retirees, and it was led by Steve Sweat, clinical director of the Community Grief Support Services. We met for 10 weeks, and Steve was assisted by some volunteers whose stories gave us hope. No matter how deeply mired we were in our own grief, we could sense, listening to them, that we were going to get through this, and we were going to be okay too. Our time together was structured into 2-hour sessions, but we never felt rushed. In between sessions, we read material focused upon the grief process, various stages of it. At the end of the 10 weeks, our group evolved into a friendship group. As one member put it, we may be spouseless, but we are not friendless. Our group meets a couple of times a month for lunch. We have attended the CGSS training session and participated in the Memory Lights event. But one thing we never anticipated attending together was the celebration of life service of one of our own members. He died suddenly on a Friday afternoon. He had met with Steve in his office, and then he had gone to his church to meet with his pastor. He had a project. It was very dear to his heart. And in the process of discussing this project, this developing program with his pastor, he died. What was that project that was so dear to him? It was the last thing on his mind. He knew there were hurting, grieving people in his congregation, and he wanted to establish a grief support program for them modeled on CGSS with professionally trained therapists. Now, what better tribute to CGSS could there be than wanting to offer that kind of